Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabriella Catano from CATANO GLAM, and this is CATANO GLAM English. I bet by now you're sick and tired of seeing the same outfit, the same makeup, but guys, today is a day that I teach you how to put your foundation on flawlessly. For those of you who the foundation does not last, if you have oily skin, dry skin, if you get dry patches, if your nose starts breaking up, I'm teaching you step by step what I do to apply foundation flawlessly. So first, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a video. We're almost done with the series, but there is still one more video after this. Make sure you're subscribed to be the first to find out when I upload the next video to the series. All right, let's slap on this foundation. The first thing you want to do is prep your skin. So I'm going to be taking this toner. It's the collagen toner that is also skin tightening for all skin types from CATANO by Anise. It's one of my all-time favorite toners, and not only because it's my mom's brand, but because it genuinely is really great. It's made in the USA and it is animal cruelty free. It does have collagen in it, so that is amazing for your skin, but the collagen is synthetic and it doesn't actually come from actual animals, which is amazing. So I like to apply this all over my face just to clean up any residue of makeup that I might have, any excess dirt builds up. If you guys want to actually incorporate this in your nighttime skincare routine, it's also amazing because it helps close your pores and just clean everything thoroughly. I mean, honestly, like, look at all that, okay? Now we're gonna moisturize our skin. I am gonna be taking the Glow Collection moisturizer for the face and for the under eyes, again, from CATANO by Anise. I am obsessed with these moisturizers because they don't feel too thick, but they definitely moisturize and they just make your skin look so beautiful once you put the makeup on top. I'm obsessed. This is also a great moisturizer for all skin types because, like I said, it doesn't make it feel like you are way too oily or way too greasy. It just gives you the right amount of moisture that you need so that your skin looks nice and smooth and hydrated. If you guys have dry under eyes like me, it's extremely important to add a little bit of moisturizer, so that's why I also like to use the under eye cream from the Glow Collection. They do come in a pack, by the way, guys. If you're interested, go ahead and click the link in my bio that I have for CATANO by Anise. And I always use these fingers because they have the least amount of pressure. So since this area is so delicate, we definitely don't want to add any premature wrinkles or anything. So I'm just tapping very, very lightly, pressing this product into the skin. Once we're moisturized and ready to go, it's time to add your primer. Now, this totally depends on what you want to get out of it. If you want your skin to look extremely dewy, go ahead and add maybe like a glowy sort of illuminating primer, and whatever that primer may be, it will definitely say it on the packaging. If you guys want to get your pores to be a little bit smaller, then you might want to use a silicone-based primer, and today I am using the All Nighter Face Primer. It is the long-wearing foundation grip because it preps, smooths, and perfects your makeup. So this is going to look good with most, if not all, skin types. I am pressing it into the areas that have the most open pores, which is usually around the nose and the cheek area for most people. A lot of people also have open pores here on their chin and on their forehead. If you have oily skin, make sure that you put a silicone-based primer on your forehead as well, because the T-zone usually is the area that gets the most oily, and that's where your makeup kind of starts to break out. So a primer not only allows your foundation to go on smoothly and last longer, but it kind of acts as a barrier between your skin and the foundation. The first thing that's going to start to break up is not going to be your foundation. It's going to be the primer, and that's how it lasts longer. So now that your skin is completely prepped, now you're able to apply your foundation. Today I'm going to be using my handy dandy Wonder 2 Cosmetics foundation. I am obsessed with it. It is the Last and foundation. It is a beautiful velvety matte finish, but it's not drying at all, and it's definitely full coverage and long wearing. I use shade 20, and it's a little bit more tan than my skin tone, but they really don't have a variety of shades. That's the only bad part. I do want to look a little bit more glowy, not necessarily dewy, but like not super matte. I'm gonna actually mix it in with a liquid highlighter. So I'm taking the L'Oreal Paris Visible Lift Luminous Serum Tint. It is in the shade 803 in gold. Like I mentioned in my other videos, my nails be looking hella ratchet because we're under quarantine, and you know that means that we can't go anywhere anywhere. Everything is closed. Obviously, I'm happy about that because I would rather us stay home and be safe and not spread the virus or catch the virus. So I'm okay with it, but you guys have to deal with my nails. If you're watching this in the future, I did go ahead and film this during the COVID-19 coronavirus outbreak here in the United States. I'm currently living in Miami, Florida, and it's very scary. It makes me a little anxious. So that's why I'm filming all these videos for you guys. But anyway, let's just continue with the makeup. So I'm gonna take a flat thing like this to mix all this up. And there are several ways that you guys could apply your foundation. One of them is definitely applying it with a brush. Another way is using a beauty blender. Some people like to use their hands. I'm gonna do 2 ways at once. So I'm taking the 100 foundation blending brush from Il Makiage. It's kind of like a kabuki style brush, and I'm gonna begin applying this to my face. Now, I wanted to apply it with this brush first because I feel like brushes don't absorb as much product as an actual beauty blender or a sponge that you guys may use. So I just want to get the full coverage look right now, and then with the beauty sponge I'll be able to blend everything even better. So as you can see, I'm kind of starting at the center of my face and then slowly tapping to the outside. I'm not dragging it like you normally would with a brush because I don't want any of the products that I put underneath my skin to move around. And then slowly with whatever is left, I'm moving on to the perimeters of my jawline and down my neck. With whatever product is left on this little thing, I don't even know what it's called. You can also use the back of your hand. I'm gonna take a semi-wet beauty sponge and just kind of dab the rest of it wherever else I want coverage. And I usually want more coverage in the inner portion of my face, which is why I started there. And that's because that's where we got our pores, people. So that is the first place that the makeup starts to absorb and to break up. So with the sponge, we are just blending out any sort of imperfection, blending out any excess of product that might have clumped up in a certain area. And also, we don't want to have too much product on our face. So even though this is full coverage, this is picking up whatever excess product we have laying on the top layer. I'm going to go ahead and contour, conceal, and I'll be right back to set everything. If you guys are interested in watching how to cream, contour, and highlight, and how to powder cream, contour, and highlight more in depth, go ahead and click this link if you are watching it on a computer screen, and if not, I have the link right here in the description box. So now that I have my contour, my concealer, I'm ready to go ahead and set. I just like to always make sure that everything is nice and blended out and that I have absolutely no creases before I set my foundation. I'm going to be using the Airspun translucent powder. Guys, this translucent powder is so incredibly affordable. It smells delicious and it is so bomb. I am obsessed with it. All my clients like it. I used to use high-end translucent powder. Honestly, this is like $7. Sometimes you can even find it for $4 or $5. So I'm gonna take this little beauty blender sponge thing and just begin to apply it like so. I do like to bake under my eyes because I feel like it gives me a little bit of brightness and it really helps my concealer to not move because I have super creasy under eyes. I try to apply it also as close as possible to the bridge of my nose so that my nose looks a little bit thinner. And then I do go ahead and bake my smile lines. And for some added sort of like chiseledness to the look, I like to also bake under here. While that's baking, I'm gonna go ahead and take a compact powder. This one is from the brand Aqua by Jessie. It's also cruelty-free. And I'm taking the Alamar Cosmetics brush. I'm just gonna start to set the rest of my face. This does have a little bit of color and I like to use it because it's going to make sure that I don't have any flashback. I kind of start to pack it onto the areas that have a little bit of that baking powder going on, and whatever area has baking powder that I put this over is gonna kind of have a mixture of light with the color that the compact powder has. So it's gonna be less likely to give you flashback. And if you guys notice, I am doing it like tap, tap, tap instead of wiping motions, and it's for the same reason that I told you about applying the foundation, because whatever is under is not gonna move if you apply it this way versus applying it in swiping motions. I'm switching over to a tinier, more dome-shaped brush, and I am applying a little bit of this powder, but I'm really just going to press onto that baking powder right under here because I don't want to take any of it away. I kind of just want to pick it up with the brush. All is set. I'm going to go and apply some blush and contour and highlight, and I'll be right back. And this is my full, complete face makeup that I have going on today. I even put a little bit of highlighter on my chest because I always like to make sure that my face and my chest match as best as they can. So the last step that I'm gonna leave you guys here with for this tutorial before I move on to the next tutorial, which will also be up really soon, is to set your foundation and your entire face. This is crucial, honestly. This is extremely important, especially if you guys want your skin to look amazing throughout the day. If you get oily, if your makeup usually doesn't last, if you feel like your makeup gets cakey, this will solve all of your problems. Today, I'm gonna be taking the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This is long lasting and it helps your makeup wear up to 16 hours. So whatever event you guys have, if you're doing your makeup for work, if you're doing your makeup for your wedding, for a dinner, literally for anything, this is a setting spray that is going to make your makeup last the longest. There are tons of different setting sprays out there and I will show you some pictures of some of my favorite ones that I've been currently using, but honestly, this is my ride or die. Just make sure that you shake it up real quick before you spray it onto your face because sometimes they have different particles in there and it's important for all of that to go smoothly onto your skin. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who would love this video. Remember to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell because you will be getting notified when I upload the next video. I'm gonna leave my Instagram account linked down below in the description box and also on screen so you guys could see both of my Instagram feeds and kind of what I like to post over there. And I will see you in my next video.